CV. Okay, I'd like to ask some questions to you. You are Mr. Akib. Okay. So, first of all, tell me, what do you mean by scaffold?
Scaffold is a temporary structure which is typically made with wood and steel to support to do work at height.
Okay.
It's support workers and materials.
Okay. Could you tell us that the hazards, hazards of scaffold if the workers or anybody works, on scaffold? So, what would be the hazards?
There are some scaffold hazard.
Okay.
Falling materials, falling workers, collapse of scaffolding,
Okay.
wind storm, and
Okay.
poor visibility.
Okay. Mr. Akib, as you know that to erect, to do the erection, to make scaffold.
Yes, sir.
So it's a very challenging work. It's not an easy work. So what does a scaffolder check first of all for the erection of the scaffold?
First I check the ground.
Okay.
It is soft or not soft.
Okay.
Then we start. Firstly, I put sole board. Then
Okay.
I stand base plate.
Okay.
Then standard. Then laser.
Okay.
Then transverse. Then longitudinal bracing and transoms. Then
And so on. And so on, etc.
and some and tripod and mid-rail and guardrail.
Okay. To you, you are Mr. Ajmal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ajmal, can you tell us the name you are pursuing? What's the course you are pursuing?
I am pursuing the Industrial Safety and Fire Management course.
Okay. What's the name of your institute?
AISM Institute, Jamia Nagar, Delhi, New Delhi.
Okay. Could you tell the main, components, which type of components are used to erect the scaffold?
The components to erect the scaffold is base plate, sole board, transom, laser, standard, longitudinal bracing, transverse bracing, mid-rail, top rail, toe board, laser, etc.
Okay.
What is the size of sole board?
The size of sole board is 300 mm into 300 mm into 6 mm.
And the size of base plate?
Base plate is 150 mm into 150 mm into 6 mm.
Oh.
Okay. Could you tell what is the node point?
Node point is place in a scaffold where so many standard laser meet. The
Okay.
meeting point of
Pipe.
pipes
Okay.
is node point.
Node point. And could you tell the height of the first lift of a scaffold?
The first lift of a scaffold height is 2.1 meter to 2.7 meter
And
from the base plate.
okay. And after that, if the lift is erected and makes it more and more, so what would be the height of the second, third, and fourth lift?
The height of second, third and fourth lift is 1.8 meter.
Okay. What do you mean by railing system?
Railing system is used to protect a worker from falling from the scaffold or the material falling.
Okay.
दोनों वाली बताना. Importance of toe board.
Toe board, the importance of toe board. Toe board is used to protect the material
And
fall
workers
from
falling from.
What's the angle of ladder?
70 to 75.
What is the coupler used for?
Coupler is connecting to pipe vertically to horizontally.
Okay. So could you tell three types of coupler?
Foot lock coupler, clamps, and beam clamp.
How many type of scaffolding?
There are 7 types of mainly 7. There are mainly 7 types of scaffolding: scissor scaffolding, quick stage scaffolding, cantilever scaffolding, mobile tower scaffolding, cherry picker scaffolding.
Why mobile tower?
Mobile tower is currently moving here anywhere
With the help of
with the help of wheel.
what type of scaffolding?
7 types of scaffolding: cherry picker scaffolding, mobile tower, cantilever, twister, scissor, quick stage, suspended.
Name the platform of cherry figure, the lotus and work.
Sorry, sir.
इस पे चल के काम करता है
Sorry, sir.
क्रेडल.
Cradle.
Okay, the last question. Okay, the gap of the plank, okay, where the workers, go and stand. So the gap, of two plank.
The gap of 2 planks of the scaffolding is 1 inch.
Maximum 1 inch.
Okay. And laser and transom. Could you tell the difference between these two, laser and transom?
Bay length of scaffolding is laser, the bay width of scaffolding is transom.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Done.